Sure we're live. We'll start here in a second, just in case you can hear me. I can see Emily, my favorite daughter, dancing behind.
Oh, your volume's not down.
I turned it down.
But I think that means that if we're getting ads, that means we're live. So.
I turned it down.
Well, it didn't go. So.
I turned it down. People be on my side. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey friends, happy Wednesday Friends Day. We already had a technical glitch. I am so glad you're here in the studio with me today. It's really fun to hang out with you guys. Also here in the studio with me is Emily.
Hello.
She does all the behind the scenes and when I panic helps me out. We're going to get started right away. We're going to paint this cute little cardinal. And I meant to look. So when you go to annietroe.com and then you click on more traceables, there's a traceable for this one, and when you scroll down a little bit, there's tabs, and it's the one that has the word bird in it. I can't remember. It says something else. Emily's looking. Can you see it?
Yeah. I think you look crispier.
Oh, I have a new phone, so we're hoping it's going to video better. Okay, I'm going to grab you. We're going to go over my head, and we're going to look down on the top of my art table.
I like it.
Yeah, I think overall this phone's going to be better, but I was a little concerned about the up-close shots.
And you just step over. Yep.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Oh, my timer just said done. I'm not done.
Do you want to wrap it around or no?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Here.
Thank you. See, Emily is super helpful. Catches my errors.
There you go.
Yeah, and then the shot's lined up. I know. Pretty much like I lined it up. I'm going to wiggle it again, guys. Sorry.
So I think every live we've probably, at least like when you do the overhead one, we have complained that
it
doesn't line up right.
It's not quite right, but I'm just gonna move my tape.
And I've noticed like when I set up.
Look at the cords.
When I set up the shot for whatever, looking at your face and you talking, it's on the old phone. It was always just slightly like more zoomed out once we went live. But this, when we started it, it looked exactly right. Oh, I need to hear it. Listen if my microphone is working too, because I don't know.
Well, I could hear you last time, but it just sounded different to me. And you know how I'm a pain because everybody else is probably like, it was great. So this is a 4" by 4" canvas panel. I used to get them at Michael's. Lately, I've been getting them at U.S. Art Supply. Not the 4" by 4" are just as, I was going to say lumpy as the Michael's ones. But the bigger panels seem to they're a bit more square and have truer corners, which I like. But it's neat that these come in a 12-pack, so they're really inexpensive. And then my traceable, I didn't have that out. I had that behind me. As I mentioned, it's on my website, annietroe.com. And there's another video that I linked in this video description that this is from. I don't know if it's like a year-old or a 2-year-old video. I just scribbled on the back with some blue chalk pastel. I think the brand is Mungyo, M-U-N-G-Y-O. I have several brands here in my studio. It's a real soft one, which actually isn't my favorite transferring because you get more smearing. I kind of like the harder pastels, like a new pastel, which is NU pastel. I think it's Prismacolor is the... And then I also like the Hippie Crafter, and that link is an affiliate link in this video description. And if you were to click that link and buy something, I would make a few pennies. It doesn't increase your price at all. I just threw in a commercial, Em.
I wasn't there to keep you on the rails. I was backing up the live to see if I sounded, because I was backing up the live to see if I could be heard.
Oh,
because I didn't talk for a while. Like basically right after I was like, oh, I need to see if I can hear me in the headphones.
Yeah.
Because I stopped talking, so I was like, well, shoot, now I have to back it up.
Okay. Oh, I might stick a little tape to bring that up. We'll see how guys, let us know how the focus is. I feel like when I look down through my phone, I might have my screen a little dark, but it looks darker. But that just might be because it's a brand new phone in the settings. I haven't adjusted the... Okay. We got a lot on the table. So titanium white. Where is it? Titanium white. I like Liquitex. There's a lot of good acrylic brands out there just because the sole reason that I can stand them up. You could hang them, but that way the paint's always down on the bottom for me. And now I'm so used to them that I like them for that reason too. I know what they're going to do. Mars Black. We got, that's a mix. Phthalo Blue, am I right? Yep, Phthalo Blue green shade. Looks like I need to order more. And then I just mixed a little black and my Phthalo Blue green shade to make it even a darker, more muted blue. This is Burnt Umber. I like that color. And then I mixed a little bit of black with the Burnt Umber to gray that out. And then I didn't mean to put out so many reds, but I made a mistake. I just grabbed this red when I was first painting this guy. And it is cadmium red deep hue. You can just put a little blue in your cadmium red medium hue and get that color. Then I'm like, oh, I grabbed the wrong red. So then I grabbed cadmium red medium, which is that one. Shoot, I think it's that one actually. Actually, I think I'm wrong here. I think this color is that one right there. And then I added a little black or blue to it. Let's make sure. Oh yeah, this is the Cad Red Medium. Because I accidentally grabbed the wrong red. Not like it's the wrong red, I just didn't want that many reds on my palette. And then I made an orange with the Cad Red. And then I've been using this cadmium-free yellow medium. But it's not transparent, which means it has some white in it. Whereas my cadmium yellow medium hue, I don't know if you can see that square and then it's half full. It means it's semi-transparent. So this one's a little lighter. Just more of an FYI. Okay, I think that sets the table. Oh, and I've got this one. So after I paint the background, I have to wait for it to dry. So we're going to do a Rachel Ray.
Okay.
Pull the food out of the oven. Okay, I think I'm set up. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm going to use a number 10 Craft Smart brush. It's not quite a ½ inch. Let's see what it is. 3/8 inch. It's a craft brush from Michaels. And I'm just going to get it wet. Oh, I don't know that I cleaned it out so well. It's kind of stiff. I'm really going to get it wet. I was painting today and I probably thought I'd wash it and then I went and did something else. Yeah, it's okay. And so I'm going to use this color with a little white and paint the background. And then I might even throw in a little straight up phthalo blue as we go along, just if it's not blue enough for me. And I'm already seeing a cat hair. And Freckles is my cat who was yelling at us before we went live. And then she decided to go sit in the corner and take a nap. So thank you, Freckles.
She looks like she's in timeout.
She does look like she's in timeout. She's facing the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am done.
Okay, so let's see. Who do we have? In the chat with us. We have Joy Lynn, Suzanne, Babs, Bonita, Cindy, and Angela.
Ooh, Cool Kids Club. Thanks for coming, guys. I recognize all of you. I love it that you comment and I get to know you. It's so fun.
And Joy Lynn says, I really like the U.S. Art Mini Canvas boards. I get them all the time. Oh,
good to know. I just kind of discovered them during the pandemic. I'm a big Michaels fan because it's close and I love the coupons.
Your camera, auto focuses really fast. The new one?
Oh, good. Well, will it focus? See, maybe it was just a weird thing when I was painting I did a cat on black. The video's coming up in a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. Maybe I was having trouble with all that black.
Yeah. Like when your arm passes over to dip your brushes in the water, it pretty much instantly tries to focus on your arm. So it's kind of cool.
This is kind of cool. People might get seasick.
Yeah.
Well, I debated for maybe half a second, Emily, about getting a camera.
Oh, for a half a second?
For half a second.
Then we would have to get StreamYard or we'd have to
and a laptop and then wiring. And I'm like, okay, no, I'm just going to update my phone.
Yeah.
Because, the phone it's only 4 years old, but I'm just kind of like, okay, we just need to. It kind of killed two birds, which is a terrible saying, especially as I'm painting a cardinal.
Well, but you were also, I guess your computer could die, but you were,
yeah.
When you were telling me You know, if you wait another year, your computers could be due for a croak, and then if your phone croaks at the same time, that's going to be a stinky stink. So.
Well, and we shouldn't talk about it because we're going to make it happen. Yeah. But my printer's 2016.
Ooh, yeah.
Of course, that's not as expensive as the other items.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just kind of doing little square brush strokes. And I'm going to get lighter as I go down. I'm just kind of playing with it. Do you like my expensive raise up my painting so it's the same level as the paint? Maybe I don't need to do that.
I'd keep it because it's gonna compete with focusing on the paint.
Okay. Oops. Just very messy, brushy. I'm not cleaning my brush. It's just kind of messy brush painting. Trying to be random. That's always a challenge. I have not done anything on the rooster on the big black 16 by 20 wood panel since last Wednesday.
Yeah, he looks.
I think
he looks exactly the same.
Yeah, I've been selling these little they're ornaments, especially during Christmas. So I just leave that name so the gallery knows what they are. And they've been selling lately, so I'm like, I gotta paint more of these. People like the cardinals. To me, this is really relaxing. It's like not a lot of thought.
The background?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and you could paint the entire background and paint the cardinal on top of it. It's just a little bit easier with the reds because they're transparent. You have to check your brand. Oh, this is Basics and it doesn't say. The reds are usually transparent. That one doesn't say. I have so many different ages of paint. None of them say that it's easier to have the white. So I'm trying to not be sloppy. Oh, there's a cat hair. I don't want to be too sloppy, but I also don't have to be too concerned. Because we'll just carry, until I'm thinking, carry the feathers over the fur. And then I like to paint the sides because I think it looks nicer. Okay.
The type of printer you have, would you refer to that as an economical and good printer that you love? Or would you buy a different brand, different kind next time?
I think I've always bought an Epson. I've considered Hewlett-Packard. They're a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And I was grumpy when I bought this one because it was a all-in-one printer scanner, which I used to buy a separate scanner. But it's been great because I was like, oh, one's going to die and one isn't, you know?
Mm-hmm. Suzanne also has an Epson. So.
Yeah, they're nice. They're good.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was saying if you buy the ones where you can buy the big ink wells or you dump I have the little ink cartridges. What would you call those?
Yeah, they're the cartridges.
Yeah.
So probably.
Were you the one
eco.
telling me about the ink well?
Yeah, I was telling you about I saw someone on TikTok was like raving about the how easy the process is for the ones where you just you have a big jug of ink and then you just put it into the well and you can really see how much ink you have left. Like it's like it's kind of like a clear thing so you can see when it's full. And then but it's also just nice because you just keep the jug in your house instead of like ordering all these tiny little cartridges that get tossed.
That was just coming out when I bought that printer, and I'm like, it was too new. I'm like, yeah. I'm not gonna yet, you know.
Oh, Chase came and dropped his $9.99 with his little goat emoji.
Chase, man, thank you. I really appreciate it. He's faithful.
He is faithful. I think he is given a super chat every single
time.
Live we've had.
Everyone. Even if he's like busy and then he'll sneak in Because when we were doing it at noon, he was working. He might still be working if he's on call.
No, he's not. Not this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, even like he's been out with people, and he'll just pop in and drop the super chat, and probably doesn't hang out unless he's making all his buddies wherever watch your live.
Well, yeah, for a while we had Matt.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. I really appreciate it, but it's so nice. He's determined to help us get us off the ground.
Or you just trade money, really. Since
Well,
we do
yeah.
Thursday dinners.
I buy him dinner on Thursday, yeah. Well, you too. Okay, I'm just gonna switch now. I'll turn it around if I'm trying to decide how to grab it. It's kind of wet. Oh, actually, as long as I've got paint in my brush, I'm gonna paint the sides.
Tammy Hooker said, "Hi, Chase," and Chase says, "Hi, Tam Tam." So Tammy's got a nickname.
Oh. Whether she likes it or not.
Angela says, "Wedding bells anytime soon." Emily, how long have you been together? Chase and I have been together for
God awful long time.
Well, the thing, I think, like, it's
That
different.
was funny.
Well, it was, yes. But my brain was still doing math. And to me, it's different because, like, I mean, we started dating when I was 16 and he was 17. I was almost 17.
You were almost 17. Yep. I don't want to get rid of that. So I'm just going to set this one aside, guys. Where?
9 years. I think this last year was 9 years.
My gosh.
And the wedding bells anytime soon was... I said, what did I say? Well, at first it started when we were a lot younger, and Chase is like, when do we get married? And I was like, well, if I live with you for a year and I want to re-sign the lease, you got the go-ahead. And then when we re-signed the lease, I was like, you know what? I kind of want a house. So house first, and now we have house. So I don't know. Now we're broke from house, but
yeah.
I don't know.
It is hard. Well, it's hard. I mean, the house was so expensive. You just got it in May.
Yeah, we closed in May.
It's so expensive. I mean, our house jumped up in price. It's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain because,
I think everywhere's insane.
Yeah. But it's hard when you're young and trying to buy one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Of course, you got lucky. We thought we were going to have lots of lives to talk about the struggles of Emily buying a house, and she made 2 offers and got the second house she made, right? You got the second house you made an offer on?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I expected every week I would be doing...
The woe is me of buying a house in this market?
I'd be like, okay, we put an offer on another house and we didn't get it. And then by the time we had another live, we at least, I think our offer was, we hadn't like signed or whatever, but they had accepted it and we had like adjusted the whatever offer we made. But
and that was really, I think they just gave it to you, so to speak. I mean, it was a lot of money, but.
Yeah, we did the letter thing. So I think, there's a door leading to our basement that has a cat door on it. And I think that's because they had the neighbors have said that they had a really big dog, or they had a Great Dane or some kind of big dog. So I bet they would close the basement door, but the cat can still go in the basement and get to litter box and whatever. So, but there's a little kitty door. And then in our letter to like the homeowner, I think I gave Chase and I like a paragraph of like, we've been together since high school, always lived in town, blah, 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 blah. And then the cats got just as big of a paragraph about them and what they wanted in a house.
That might have been what it wasn't you and Chase, it was your 2 cats.
Mm-hmm.
You wrote a nice little paragraph about everything.
Yeah, Angela says, smart girl, having home and finances set makes for a much more stable relationship. I agree, because I also told, when we were looking about getting cats, I said...
you guys aren't legally married, but you're married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when we were looking at getting cats, I was like, Chase, the cats, and especially after we got 2, like, the cats don't get split up. So if we're getting cats, like... We're basically married. Like cats seal the deal. These are children, so.
Yeah. Well, and you have to do what you have to do. Every generation's different. You know, it's not going to be the same as it was for me or your grandparents. It's just life.
Well, I think after the last couple years with all my friends trying to have weddings and the mess of everything, Chase says the cats are going with me.
He's got backup on the live.
Yeah, well, he is home with the cat, so he could just pack and run if he wanted.
He could.
Except,
I don't think with the house.
The thing is that the cats can't go anywhere without the both of us, because when we were live that one time and there was, like, the fire alarm was going off, Chase couldn't get Maya in the carrier for the life of him on his own, so.
Oh, yeah, she gets so scared.
Yeah.
I'm just putting a little blue and gray in here to make it, one, I could say to tie it in with the background, but also just to make it a little more interesting and not, you could use just black. Okay, go ahead, hon.
I don't think I don't remember what I was saying before Chase distracted me with the cats.
Cat was, I think it was just cats sealed, was another seal the deal that you guys are getting married. It's just.
Oh, with the last year, all of my friends that have, like,
that's what it was, yeah.
Weddings of like 150, 250 people, I feel like everyone's also going to paring down weddings and doing like smaller, like ceremony and then just like a party when you can kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
well, you can't
also cheaper.
You can't. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, for one day, and I would, I'd rather spend more money on the vacation afterwards.
Yeah. Have a honeymoon. So this is going to go a little slow until once I get to the cardinal, it'll go quicker. A little fussy teeny. So little paintings are quicker in general, but they're also a little slower when you have little detail. I'm just kind of dabbing. All right, I think we're going to do the feet. On this one, I didn't put the feathers over the feet of the branch, but that would be kind of fun. Oh, we should do the feet and the branch next. Oh, and then the beak. Well, the beak could be any time once that area around it dries.
I like the evolution of your cardinals over the years.
Yeah, I just keep, well, it's like my bees. I think you just keep kind of changing a little bit. I decided I like something a little different. Oh, I'm standing on cords, I think. Sorry, I'm wiggling stuff. All right, so I'm just going to mix a gray. Am I? Yes. I love having the iPad there because I can just look up and go, am I in frame? I'm just going to paint the feet one color right now.
You're plenty in frame if you want to work more towards the center. Up to you, though. If you're comfy where you are, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Just hunching. We need hunch. We discussed before, I need hunch cam.
Hunch cam? There's just a camera in the upper corner somewhere, and it just catches how curved your spine is.
Yeah, it's really curved right now. Okay, so I was going to paint it one color, and then I go into how I normally paint mode. Oh, this is a number 1 Simply Simmons I'm using. I tend to forget quite often to mention the brush. It's a little one. A little round one. I think your father's golfing.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
It's almost 6:30, so there's 6 minutes until break if you want to break.
Okay, I do want to thank people, but I don't know, I might wait till we're at a...
If you want to wait till you're at the Rachel Ray, that's fine too.
Yeah. Those are funny. I've been painting cardinals' feet smaller because I like that, but really, when I painted that California Wren and then, I don't know, sometime before that, their feet are big on a bird, generally. I mean, I don't know about every bird and every species, but I'm like, oh, their feet are bigger. So I have blue paint on me.
Ooh. So, speaking of house, like on one of the highest points, at least for a little bit in the neighborhood, the wind yesterday.
Oh, was it windy?
It was so windy, and it was like, it was weird. It was just like a couple minutes of really strong, like consistent gusts.
Oh yeah, okay, toward in the early evening.
Yes, yeah. And it was like creaking the house so bad it scared Maya, and Maya ran in under the bed.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, oh yeah, that's If we ever get the Highline winds, I bet our roof is is bound to get it.
Don't say it.
I know.
Don't say it.
But I just
You are up on a hill. You're not
Yeah.
the tallest, but it comes up the hill at you from that.
Yes.
And then that next thing is that when you can see the farm off in the distance, that's like the next hill.
The next hill, yeah.
I'm going to grab a little brown and just put a little right here. It's kind of like the underside of the wing peeking through. That's hard for me to say. I'm just going to get that going so it can dry. It'll give me a little bit of an edge. And now I see where on this one, I missed a little spot coming around the bird, so I'm going to touch that up. Or it just might have been white paint. All right, I'm going to work on the tail. I'm going to do the same thing. Either brown, doesn't matter. I keep, like...
Thinking about your back?
Well, I keep, like... Because normally... Well, here, I could pick it up. I just worried, like, if I pick it up, I'm going to pull it off frame. Is it focusing okay? I'll leave it up so you can see.
I think it's focusing just the same, if not better, as the other film.
It might have been that black painting I was working on. Good, because it's like, no, I have this new phone that's supposed to be better, and it's got a problem. Like, no.
Cindy asks, I'm surprised that you are painting the legs before you paint the branch. Is there a specific reason why?
So I don't lose them. I might end up going over them, but sometimes I'll paint things so I don't lose the traceable part of it, and then go back and fix them again. So, don't have to do it.
Angela says that the focus has been great.
Okay, good. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I mean, with acrylics, you can paint it however you feel like, which is so nice. So I've got a little 1/4-inch flat brush. It's a craft brush from Michaels. It's a number 6, Craft Smart. I'm gonna work on the branch. So right now, all I'm thinking, I'm not too concerned about my sun right now. I'm just thinking light on the top. But when we come down to it, my son's actually, I love the suns you made me, Emily. My son's over here. But right now I'm just thinking light on the top. You could curve your strokes to make your branch rounder, or you could not worry about it. But brush stroke direction does help you. I like painting the sides. A lot of artists just paint it black. And actually in there it would be darker, but I think I'm just gonna paint around it for now. Okay, now I can't, after I pointed it out to myself, let's do this a little darker. And if you can't get in there for an up and down stroke, don't sweat it. So it would be quicker to paint the branch and then the toes on top. I just didn't want to lose them. That was a great question. So I'm thinking shadow, and now I'm going to go lighter. I kind of feel like it's golf, you know. They're lining up their shot. It's like things happen kind of slow in golf.
I would like to see you speed paint. I wonder what it would look like.
This is pretty much as fast as it goes. You're pretty much seeing it right now.
This is like ×8 speed right now.
Yeah, when I have like a podcast going or music going or something, I like to slow down. But I won't go faster than I can stay neat. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So this is pretty much it. Woohoo! I'm glad I'm selling these. It means my art's getting into more people's hands.
What, this is a behind the scenes decision live, but what are your thoughts about if I turn on the subscribers only mode for the chat?
Oh, I don't have any clue. So my thought is I have no thoughts because what does that mean and do? Are we getting nasty bots? We got nasty bots last time. Emily didn't tell me.
Well, yeah, I was like, I didn't feel the need to tell you live since I just delete it right away, but.
Well, and they're smart. They have, instead of saying something that we might not approve of or appreciate, they just have it in their name of their.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And you do what you want. Well, of course, we're trying to get subscribers and people. That's why we switched to night.
I might leave it, and if another one comes, then I'll.
So, Emily, are you just saying you don't want to work that hard?
Well, I mean.
Sorry,
this one
I'm going to get yelled at. She's
the name
so good.
of this one wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't that bad, but, like, the last time, there were some very interesting names on the...
Yeah.
And I think, like, I think I realized that I need to just do it as you, like, not as me, because I can completely, like, hide them from the channel faster on your end than I can on my end.
See, we keep learning. I mean, you just keep learning.
Yeah.
You know, it's like painting. Stuff happens and you learn.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I'll probably wait, see if they come again. It's the same, like, type, like, or profile photo, so I'm assuming it's the same, like, whatever bot that makes or whatever account is made, and then they make 1 billion, and then...
Well, I suppose if we were using, you may not know this, if we were using StreamYard, that would help us.
Sometimes it does fish that out, yeah. It fishes better, because you can have, like, you can have your own bot fish them out.
Ah.
Oh, Susie says, you are not the only art teacher being plagued by these very same bots, no matter what time of day. Okay, I thought it was because we switched to night, because we have never had them at lunch. We
never had it, yeah.
We never had them at lunchtime.
Bots have to eat lunch.
Yes.
Because, I mean, it's not lunch everywhere. I mean, it's not,
True, but it's at least generally middle of the day, so I bet if they're going to set it, I don't know, I just figured it was like they assume more people are streaming at night, so.
At night?
At night.
Yeah, I did too. I don't know. Well, and really, the only reason I care about getting more subscribers is because I want to hit 10,000 so we can do, like, a merch shelf with fun T-shirts and stuff. Just because I want to do it. I mean, I have no idea if we'll lose money on that, you know? I'm like, I just want to. What, hun?
Oh no, Susie says no. They just started the past 2 weeks. Okay.
Oh, that's so helpful. Thank you. That's what I love about the lives. Learn stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I made that a little lighter there, just because I didn't want to lose the edge, but I might probably come back and make it darker.
Yeah, but I picture the second we can do like a little merch, whatever, cute T-shirts, your art on T-shirts kind of thing. I'll just come over for a live one day, and you're just like head to toe, like you've got your own socks, you've got like pants somehow, you've got.
I don't know about that. I'm losing my feet, which is one reason why I painted them first. Which I already answered that, but I don't know if you can see it now. That's funny. I don't know if I like that idea.
Then I will. I'll come head to toe in Annie Troe.
Oh my gosh. I love the corny rhyming. That's funny. I'm just kind of dabbing up and down, except for when it doesn't work for an edge and I go across. That's funny.
Yeah, Susie says maybe YouTube will do something about this. I report them every time, and I even just like once it's gone from public view, I literally go through and I report every chat
thanks.
Or whatever. Oh, here we go again.
Thanks, Em. I didn't know you did that. You do so much more than I even realized. Good thing I bought you a little thank you gift. I probably should have bought that a while ago. So that could be done. When I turn it right side up, it looks pretty good. Here, get a little screenshot going.
Even though, dang it. I bet it's because they get there. I don't know.
You just kind of said a somewhat.
Dang it.
I'm teasing. Just because I don't know if any kids are watching, and we don't do the cursey words. I really don't do that. I haven't done the cursey word since you're little because I don't police myself very well.
I think hearing any curse word come out of your mouth is interesting.
Oh, I bet.
It sounds so weird.
Yeah, I used to a little bit, and then you know the story with the golf ladies, because they all swore like sailors, and I'm like, and they're like, you can swear, because they could tell I was frustrated.
Yeah.
Once I got better at golf, and and I'm like, no, because I have little kids at home, I can't start. It's like chocolate, I can't stop, or potato chips. Yeah, I don't hardly ever swear. Okay. I might just call it good. And then what part of me wants to do is grab a little black for just a variation. And it's kind of dry brushing, but I like that. It's kind of the texture of the wood. All right, we're gonna let that dry. And I'm gonna go back and work on the feet, which might seem backwards. I'm gonna try and remember to put feathers over the feet this time. So all I'm going to do is mix a lighter gray. If I'm doing blow by blow and you guys don't want me to, just let me know. I get comments on all ends of the spectrum of what people want, which I appreciate, because one of the reasons Emily wanted to do the lives and I didn't really want to, and but it's a step by step for people who like that.
Oh, dang.
What?
It didn't solve the problem. I thought, because I can't, on my end, like I can delete things, but I figured once it's grayed out, it doesn't show it to anybody. But apparently, you can still see the name, but you just can't see the message, but the message is just emojis anyway. So the name is the thing that matters.
Oh, I'm not following, but I don't need to.
That's fine, yeah.
I'm sure everybody else is.
But Angela said, let's see here. Doesn't bother me, though. I just ignore. They should probably target a better audience, though. LOL. Hopefully none of us are running off to have a cheap date.
Actually, well, yeah, let's not go there. I had not thought of that, Angela. Thanks for making me laugh. I can picture her avatar icon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's so funny. That's like when the Bonita said that my rooster had overalls. I'm like, I cannot stop seeing that. And it makes me laugh when I walk into my studio because I see my rooster with overalls.
You're going to like this one. Linda says, LOL, really? Maybe try luring us with chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
That would get you.
Yeah. Chocolate and potato, anything.
The consistent little tray of Dove chocolate sitting on the kitchen table.
Yep, I just loaded it back up. I have a couple every day. So I can make those more detailed, but I don't know if I'm going to just yet. And then as soon as I say that, my mind has already said, well, maybe bring up just a little bit more. Maybe this one. That didn't do a darn thing. Okay, let's work on the... Oh, let's, I don't really need to dry, but let's do a quick commercial so I don't forget.
Mm-hmm. Only 9 minutes late.
So this is just water. I like this just because it was an eyeglass lens cleaner, so it has a really fine mist, which is nice. You don't get big blobs of water. So I painted more daisies. This video is coming up Sunday, July 10th. I titled the painting Choices. It's a start to finish, but I'm pretty sure I time-lapsed some of it. I can't remember. I almost do a video a day. No, I do quite a few videos a week. Anyway, just a heads up, this one's coming up. And then my bee has gotten chubbier and one-legged, but I like that. So that's fun. I keep kind of changing them a little bit. So, I mean, it's similar to some of my other paintings. Here's a screenshot in case somebody wants one. A little different and similar. And then I wanted to thank, I don't know your names, but a person from Mesa, Arizona, and a person, or people from Charleston, South Carolina. They purchased greeting cards and a print through my online print gallery and gift store. Is it a gift store? It's a print gallery and it has things like phone cases and t-shirts and journals. Anyway, thank you guys for supporting my art. I really appreciate it. It all adds up. Okay. That was quick. I'm trying to decide if I want to use a bigger brush or a smaller. I would be happier with a smaller brush. Let's try and go for a little bigger. I'm just going to grab some of my light. Oh, it's not light. I think that should be called light, but it's cadmium-free yellow medium.
Susie says, love the daisies in bee painting. And Linda says, cute. And Angela says, gorgeous. Love your daisies. They never fail to inspire me.
Oh, thanks, guys. You're going to see a lot of what I sell. Although I did get another request for a macaw, a blue and green one.
A what?
Macaw, they're the big parrot birds with they're blue. MAC.
I'll Google.
Oh, how do you spell it?
M-A-C.
Somebody in the chat probably knows. I'm in art brain.
Macaw.
They had them at the zoo when we go by the bird.
Caw. A-W?
Oh yeah, I think
I'm
so.
just sounding, I'm just making it up. Oh, it is. M-A-C-A-W. It's a parrot type of bird.
So I've added it to my list of things to do, which I don't.
Cute.
I will get to. It's just I don't. I have to kind of keep the other parts of my business rolling, and then I get to it.
That would be really colorful.
It'd be very colorful.
Very juicy. He would turn out very juicy.
I think if I do it small, probably. I don't know if you'd want a 15 by 30. I don't know. It's hard to know.
Small first, yeah. Sell the small first.
Yeah. I mean, just because you don't think so doesn't mean it won't.
Just like last week when we were talking about the chicken with the... now you need to paint a chicken with overalls.
I know.
But
I need to add that to my list. I won't forget it, but...
Where's the...
To the right of my monitor, it's on one of my notepads.
Let's see here.
It's the top sheet.
Yeah.
I know. I realized I had two lists, so today I consolidated. So there's a fun C-shaped stroke, which is why I tend to like flat brushes. I'm just kind of playing.
Chicken with overalls. Okay, I put it on there.
What's hard sometimes with a bigger brush is getting in there. Oops, I wanted a little more thin.
Angela says, I love painting your 4x4 daisies and sunflowers. Make them for friends on the little hangers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what this is going to be.
I've noticed that, maybe it's just recently.
Here's the little hanger she's talking about.
Yeah.
That video and how to do this is linked in this video description.
I don't know if it's just because you do a lot of flowers on the little ones and the time of year, but I've noticed a lot of little 4x4s in the group lately, too.
Yeah, well, the littles... Someone had asked me a long time ago, is it better to paint little or big? And I didn't know how to answer it. I'm thinking little.
Yeah.
Or not too teeny, because that's hard. But you can paint more and more often, so you get more practice in.
Mm-hmm. And at least in my brain, the little is less intimidating just because I feel like big, you can, unless you like grid or use a traceable or something, you can lose the scale pretty fast.
Yeah, you can lose your way. I lose my way. Yeah, you can lose your way faster. The canvas is expensive, so there's more of that, what do they call that? White canvas fear or something like that, where you're afraid to start, which I get that sometimes because wow, this is expensive, These little guys are not. So I'm just I got a little too much, a little too wet. I'm just kind of setting myself up for light direction layers. Isn't that fun?
I was going to answer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can answer.
Oh, yeah. Robin in the group, she's posted two. I don't know if they're little 4x. Oh, they're 5x5s, but still decently small.
Yeah.
But still the little flowers, and they're cute.
Yeah, they are. It can be kind of hard too because to me, it's easier to use a bigger brush and then get the. Here, I don't want to use that color. I don't know if I'll use yellow. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. get the zigzag going. Oh, you can't see it at all. Than it is to do it in a little space. But I mean, you know, overall it's cheaper. And so you could mix wet on wet, or you can just not worry about it. And just if it's sticky, go work on a different area if it starts to get sticky on you.
Have you done the Rachel Ray? Or have we not gotten to Rachel
Yeah,
Ray?
we did the Rachel.
Oh, okay.
Here.
I might be just
Here's the
looking at
background,
bird.
kiddo. Oh, it's stuck to my paper towel. That's not good. Yeah, I Rachel Rayed.
Oh, we Rachel Rayed a minute ago.
Yeah, with the blue background so it wouldn't be wet, and I'm trying to paint on top of it.
That shows how much I was paying attention.
Well, you had bots.
That apparently I can do nothing about.
You can't block them?
I hide them from this channel, but people say that they just can't see the message. They just see the username, and the username is the thing I'm trying to get rid of.
Oh.
So that stinks.
So that's why other YouTubers do subscribers only, because that helps.
It's just like another layer you have to go to. So like obviously they can like you.
I mean, they could
approve.
subscribe.
Yeah, they could subscribe, but like I don't know if the bot knows to do that. You know.
If it's a bot, yeah.
Or yeah, and would go to the effort of doing that. You know. I don't know.
I really love YouTube, but I mean, everything has its downside. Once I started, I have that really old cow video when I wasn't using YouTube for anything but a spot to hold videos. And it was only like a couple videos a year kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But once you started helping me with YouTube and talking me into YouTube, and I really like it. There's just a lot of neat stuff on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's like a side of YouTube for everyone, which I like.
Yeah.
Like Chase's dad literally watches some guy like build a hut in the wilderness in silence, and it's just like a 5-hour video. And like I had no idea I've seen a guy that lives in like a log cabin that he built over the years, but like I figured he was like one of one. But there's like a million people that do a million things.
Yeah. I think there is something for everybody.
Would you hold up the little cardinal and see if he focuses on him a little bit more? Just fast to see if he'll focus.
I did. Is it a delay?
It's a delay, yeah. Yeah, I forget that we're behind.
Yeah, that's okay.
And then and now I'm acting like what I'm watching again. My brain is acting like what you watched again is doing it. Okay. Hopefully it stays focused on it a little bit better.
Is it doing what my old camera did?
Just a little bit, but I assume it's just competing with the paint because they're about the same level.
Well, but it's still technically a little higher, but my camera's over towards the paint. Mm-hmm. We talked about switching it, but I'd be so dragging my paint through.
Yeah, you're fine.
Try that. Oh, I'm getting warm. I had my studio cooling all day.
In preparation.
Yeah, sorry, I started painting. So one of the things that could really help you, and you might like, is the loose brush strokes and the right sort of, talks about his belly and talks about some of the feather direction. I think that can really help you in the long run. If it's not your thing, what I love about art is you can do your thing. I don't remember which color I had.
The dark purple, red.
Thanks.
The red violet, sorry, for being super...
I think I put blue in it.
Arty-farty? Yeah, you did.
Well, sometimes you put the black in it.
Oh, true.
Because my black will go green, which means there's a little, like if I add yellow to it.
Oh, yeah. It could be that barrier red, too. I was thinking, no, because you have that really orangey, fiery red. But...
Well, I have more reds than I need. I have a plethora of red choices, which is not a bad thing. It's just not what I intended. Mm-hmm. I hope this is, I know it's kind of little, but it's something we can do in a shorter period of time. Kind of mix it up. Mm-hmm. Oh, next week, or next live, I just figured it out late this afternoon. sort of drum roll,
Yeah, I don't even know if I know it.
breaking news. We're gonna do. I found a pretty little hummingbird.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure we'll do a traceable, and then I'm pretty sure it'll be on a small canvas because I haven't even finished the rooster yet. So it's pretty. The background was pinks and green, which I also thought might be a fun challenge because if you mix pink and green, you're going to get mud because they're really close complements. So I think we'll do, I don't know exactly. It depends on the size.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we'll talk about it, do it, work on it.
Speaking of hummingbirds, Bonita said I made the 4x4 snowman with the little twist hangers for Christmas gifts.
I remember
Annie
that.
is a great teacher with the little art teacher emoji.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I remember that. The little hangers are fun. I don't know how I came to that. Because I was doing the little 4x4 chunky canvases, which I still do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, did I see somebody do it? Or did I kind of put it, do you remember, Emma, or did I kind of put it together from seeing something else? I don't know.
I don't know. You've been doing it too long.
I know. And then Dad set up his little Dremel tool as a little drill press, little small,
Mm-hmm.
which is really handy. I'm just varying the color so you can see a little bit of detail. Okay.
We have 17 people with us right now.
Oh, yay.
Oh, and the sun's coming out.
Yeah, boo. I mean, I really like the sun, but it'll get a little warmer. Thanks for joining us, everybody. It's just so fun. So I put a little blue or whatever color that was just to make this darker on this side. And it's not really showing my paint over it, but it does come through a little. Oh, geez, I have black on my thumb. I don't know if you can see that. Just gonna grab some straight up red. Pull a few out. I'm still not liking, I keep thinking about the rooster on black. I'm not liking the black, but I'm not far enough into it yet. But I have a strong urge to glaze with some browns and blues over the background. And even, I think I mentioned last week, over the tail feathers.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose we could do that next week too if I don't go and get any. I think we'll do the hummingbird.
Yeah, we could do Rooster Part 2 if you want.
We could.
Or we could do that the week after if you still don't get to him. Or
Yeah. See how my week goes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking darker here just because it dips down by the mask. That's a good word. That's what they call it too. Whoops! My baseball T-shirt caught on the corner of my table. I put a little darker here. A lot of times it's darker by the eye. I don't know if you noticed, but I painted my eyes the dark blue color.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Well, yeah, that's too dark. Let's go. It's kind of fun to have the reds, even though that's not what I intended when I first started painting these.
I like the reds.
Yeah. Well, not everybody's going to have them. Gosh, I don't know how old this red is. I mean, it's the old packaging. It's still good. Oh, there's the opaqueness. It says it's opaque. Huh. I'd say it's still a little transparent. Okay, I'm starting to get putsy. Oh, here. So I don't forget about it in case we run out of time and it's dry enough. So one thing I like to do, you don't need to do it. That branch looks pretty darn good as is. Take any brush you want. You could use matte medium. It's matte medium. It's to me, it's acrylic paint without any pigment in it. Or you could just thin it down with a little bit of water and take like some of your orange and just glaze a little color over it, and it kind of warms it up like the sun's shining on it. I'm just going to dab a couple little. I think that's just the coolest thing.
Angela says, recently bought a few grainier brushes but haven't used them yet. Do you think they would be good to use on birds for feather texture?
Never used one. I don't know. I think the Art Sherpa uses those if you watch her. And she also has a brush video where she goes through all kinds of brushes and what she uses them for, or what you could use them for. That's about the best I can do for you. I have a lot of brushes, but I have a lot of the same brushes. Just kind of funny. When you use them, let me know what you think.
Oh, yeah.
Were you going to say something, honey?
I was going to say, you like what you like.
Well, I just, you know. So then I decided to add a little highlight on top of my orange.
And then Suzanne says, I like the orange color you made.
Yeah, it just kind of warms it up a little bit. And then I kind of cooled it off with a little white. We could play a little bit. So that's really thin. Hopefully you can kind of tell. And I really shoved it up into my brush there. I might not like this. It might be all right. Let it dry. Don't do too many. If it's Emily.
If it's everywhere, it's nowhere.
I started to say it. I haven't said that in a while.
If it's everywhere, it's nowhere.
Okay, let's go back to our fun brush strokes. So what I like to do, one of the reasons I also like a flat brush is I can kind of just set it down and get a little stray feather going. That's fun for me. That orange is really... Oh, it's because there's white and the yellow. Like the orange isn't as transparent as I'm expecting. I hope it's the white and the yellow. You do get used to using different colors and doing different things. You don't have to think so much.
Susie says that orange is awesome, especially against that beautiful background. Yeah, it does. The compliment does pop.
Yeah.
The compliment pops.
Play with compliments. I'm going to grab a little yellow. Let's see, where's the cheek? I kind of painted out my cheek. It's wet, but we'll see if we can smear it in there. There. And then do we want like a little, put that back in. There, I like that. So now I'm just going to play with, I'm going to get a little water. It's drying out on me. I'm just going to kind of play with going over what I got. I want a little more coverage. You can see the canvas texture, which isn't bad, but I just kind of want it a little juicier. I like the layers. Gosh, it's a little wet, so I add wet. I had that problem last week a little bit too. Too much water. Just playing. Kind of almost like I'm stabbing it. I really don't have a filter. Well, I guess I do. I don't swear. That sounded bad. I'm stabbing poor Mr. Cardinal.
I don't even think you think swears, you know?
I can't
even picture you thinking a swear.
I don't think in swears, yeah.
I don't think you'd be able to hold them in if you thought in swears.
No, I really don't. The one thing you know about me is like I'm not thinking bad thoughts about you because it's all just right there.
Rolling out.
Rolling right out.
Oh, I like that you made them fuzzy.
Yeah. That's why I wasn't too worried about the blue edge. I like that it goes darker over the blue.
He's well fed.
I know. I do. I kind of make my birds, they get fatter as they go. Oh, and I'm forgetting, I wanted to go over a little bit. Oh, see, now it says it's not transparent, but it's totally transparent over the... I have to do this a couple times. I'm not going to fight it. If it's not working, don't fight it. There I'm kind of sweeping. Ooh, I like that. It's like, stop. Whoa. I get going fast and you get some good strokes, but you got to stop too. It's, you know,
Yes.
got to put on the brakes. What's kind of fun sometimes is to smear a little yellow over the top because it really won't be yellow, especially if your brush is that dirty. Just keep playing. I think maybe I should stop. It's starting to look good. Oh, Emily, I've been left cheek painting on my stool.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, you know what? We could go for a little more depth. I didn't think about that. Kind of left the depth out. I got all excited to do brush strokes. There, I kind of like that better. Make them a little rounder, fatter. That's fun. I used to paint every feather, which isn't bad. But at $15 a pop, it's kind of bad. It's like, okay, I do like painting. And I do, like, a lot of times I'll sell somebody one of these, and if they're in town, they'll come back and buy something a little bigger, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like, I've said this to you a bunch of times, I'm like, when you go into Walmart and they have the thing on sale, but then you go and buy 10 other things.
Oh, like Costco.
Costco.
Chase told me that they lose money on their rotisserie chickens and their pizza. Well, technically the pizza's kind of in the front, it's by the checkout, but they do that to get you in the door.
Yep.
Because the chickens are all the way, the like rotisserie chickens are all the way in the back by the fridge, at least at ours.
These are my get you in the door.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it also helps too if I'm not selling any big ones. Just to have a little cash flow. Probably shouldn't talk about money. I don't know. Some people message me about, you know, my agent or other art business things, which I don't mind at all. If I have time, I just do the best I can. So I'm kind of used to talking about it. Oh yeah, Angela Anderson is with my agent.
Oh yeah, I forgot you said that.
Yeah, I don't know when she did, but it's sort of recent because I do the banners for her website, and not Angela Anderson's, but my agent. I'm like, wow, that's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
I need to reach. I don't know if Angela Anderson knows who I am, but I need to reach out. I keep saying that, and I haven't done it. Just say, hey.
Welcome to the crew.
Yeah. I think that's funny.
So does that mean she's art licensing then, probably?
Yeah, she's licensed. Well, she's either has or hopes to license some of her art on products. I don't really know her art that well, but I'm assuming she's painting animals and birds. And then Suzanne Cruz Creative Service is my art licensing agent. Hey, Suzanne. I doubt she's watching. I think she's going to start getting into kids' book publishing again. She wasn't for a long time. Every agent's a little different. I'm just pulling out little hairs because it's fun. I'm thinking darker there.
Now I'm creeping on the website.
Suzanne?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I got an old picture up there. I don't know how long I've been with her. She's my third agent, but it's kind of like, I always tell other artists looking at agents, it's kind of like dating. You just have to try them out and see if they're a good fit for you. It doesn't mean they're not good people or a good agent. It's just, everybody's a little different. It's like YouTube painters. I think I like that better. It's a little deeper, a little richer. I like Suzanne's team. She helped me with both my first two agents, too. We were kind of friends. Well, then I used to have an art licensing business blog, and I would post stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She used to talk and teach at Surtex all the time, and Surtex is no longer around, but it was in Manhattan at the Javits Center. It was this big art licensing show thing. It's really cool. My first year, I saw Thomas Kincaid and Debbie Mom, and I don't know if anybody's going to know those names, but Vera Bradley was there. It's like, ooh, this is cool.
That's the only name I know.
Yeah.
I've heard you say Debbie Mom, but I can't picture.
So my Christmas dishes.
Oh, the snowman one?
The snowman.
Oh, those are Debbie Mom?
Yeah, and I was talking to her husband who runs her business that first year, and he's like, well, thanks for sending my kids through college, because I was telling him how much I had. So it made me laugh. I'm like, yeah,
So funny.
you're welcome.
You're welcome. No problem.
It's funny.
Angela does some great videos, but I'm very intimidated by her use of so many colors. It overwhelms me as a beginner.
Oh, I think she lays out the same color. Does she lay out the same colors on a palette all the time?
I don't
She
know.
has a palette cam, and
Oh.
I think she started out like us.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't watch. You are the only art person I watch.
Aw, she has to.
Yeah, I've been banned from from watching any other art.
Oh, that's not where I went. I just meant
Creators? Oh, I
like
thought
you
that's where
kind of
you were
have to because
going.
you do the videos.
Oh yes, yeah. I thought that's where you were going.
No, but I like that. I like the darkness of that. Yeah.
But yeah, I do have to watch your videos as I edit them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a problem. Like I have way too many reds. I apologize, guys. But I like to keep a limited palette because it actually helps my paintings turn out better.
Mhm.
You know, I limit things to help control myself because if I have all those colors, I'm going to use them all.
Mhm.
And then I've got Party Poppies next to me, which is too big to show you guys, but I got a lot of colors in it, and I like it. But sometimes your paintings will look better. I don't have anything.
What are you looking for?
Oh, just something with muted, not that many colors that's small. This one's sort of. I can't remember my palette. I can't. The video's coming out. It just helps. I know you guys have seen some of the videos where I do just like two colors, or like I do a blue and then a raw sienna, which makes almost a black.
Mhm.
I've
Instead
done
of laying out a
a
black.
cow and a couple other things, and so I have like 3 colors in black and white or something.
It would make your paintings. I think you just said this, but it would make your paintings more cohesive. Oh, and Susie just says that.
Yeah, it
Susie
makes.
said a limited palette like Annie uses creates a cohesive painting.
Yeah, it helps. It really helps.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna. It's like eating chocolate. It's like just if I only put a few out, I'm in better shape.
Yes.
Yeah.
Angela said she usually lays out about 12 plus colors she mixes from them.
You totally can. A lot of artists do.
Wow,
And they
that's
always
a
use
lot
the
of
same
paint.
ones where I'm like, I have this collection of paint that I don't need because I just like buying it. And yeah, you totally can. And then if you always use the same color and mix the same palette, that's helpful too because you really get to know what they're going to do. Because like I don't, even though this is almost empty, I don't use it very often. And I forget, I'm like, why is that not transparent? Oh, because it's not a transparent yellow. You know, it's not like it's the end of the world, but it can make it easier too. You don't have to think as much when you get used to those colors.
Yeah, I do. That is, I don't think like intentional of you, but that is smart to do from like a viewer standpoint to have not that many colors, not 12, and then you mix colors from that 12, you know, so who knows how many you have after that.
Yeah, like I'll even mix a browns a lot from an orange. Yeah, I don't do it. I was doing it before YouTube because it's the chocolate thing. I'll eat it all. I'll use it all. It's more for me and my personality. Well, and then I realized with YouTube, like, well, gosh, you know, don't feel like you have to go out and buy all these colors.
True. Yeah.
You know, I'm getting really. I always slow down. I try to go a little faster. I'm not to like rush, but just like, don't go into putz mode. So I'm gonna put a little yellow here just to keep it bright, so I have a strong edge where the bottom of the beak meets the top.
Susie says it's amazing how many colors can be created from a limited palette.
Oh yeah.
I agree. I like that you don't necessarily do like a black. You do like you just mix something next to a black, you know?
Yeah, use dark colors.
I like
Use a
that a
dark
lot.
blue and a dark brown will get you black, really close to black.
We have 21 watching.
Oh, hi, everybody. Thank
22.
you.
It was 22, and then I opened my mouth and it jumped down.
You
so
scared
someone,
a bot away.
Yeah, I scared someone away.
It was a bot.
I scared someone away. Oh, it jumped down to 20. I shouldn't talk.
It's going to fall like a rock.
Angela, let's see here. The thing is, I need to proofread because if I just start reading aloud, it's not going to.
It could be X-rated from Angela. She's thinking.
Well, I just proofread because otherwise it'll literally read like if you have like the Google bot like read for you when you can have like the automatic read.
Well, whatever. If you're like me, I flip my words and my letters and I'll read it wrong. And you are kind of like me. I'm gonna put a little white there just because it called my attention and a little.
Angela says, don't get me wrong, I do really enjoy her videos, but I typically only try her older videos right now. She is very detailed in color and painting. As a beginner, my color mixes are huge piles. I'm really learning quite a bit from your videos. Love your mixes, Annie.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Well, you were telling me.
Well, I'm doing some hard things and some easy things.
Yes, I will. Which, I don't think it's wrong to say that she uses a lot more color because if everybody's that teaches the same style, the same way, the same use of color, then that's kind of boring. So you can start somewhere, continue to watch someone somewhere, and then when, like, you feel ready to move on to something else or to start also watching something else, then there's progression. There's not just like you're stuck at only beginner videos.
No. Well, I just recommended the Art Sherpa for those brushes because I've never used one. Mm-hmm. There's some cool brushes out there. Should broaden my horizons. It reminds me, so golf. Golf is the last sport I played. I grew up.
We bring up golf probably every time.
I did swim team, field hockey, volleyball, lettered in basketball. You know, I mean, I was a sports kid. Now I forgot my point.
Sorry.
No, it wasn't you. What was it? Shoot.
All the sports you're doing, you always talk about golf.
It's okay. It'll come back to me.
Oh, shoot.
It was a little life lesson that you get both from art and sports. You know, a little soapboxy thing. It'll come back. That was funny. I shouldn't have went off on that huge tangent.
I shoved you, though. I shoved you off that thing. You started and I pushed you instead of...
Oh, no, it's all right. It's all right. It'll come back. It wasn't that important. I'm sure it's something I've said before, probably. I'm just kind of playing with the highlights a little bit here. I don't know if it's even showing up on the video. I want this overall darker. Okay. I was also... Oh, here, I could work on the eyes. I'm going to put a little black. Use black if you like it. Some artists think you should always mix up black. They're not wrong. It's richer. Kind of like shadows have color. They're not shades of gray. But at the same time, there's zero wrong with using black. You know, I do both. Don't sweat it. Art, I think it's funny when people like, oh, you know, you're not like an artist if you don't mix a black. I like that. That's so funny because anything can be art almost. You see the craziest things sometimes. I'm like, that's just odd. That eye looks odd, but I'm not going to do anything with it. I just wanted to add a little black in it. Totally use black if you like it. And then use black if you like it to mute your colors down. You don't have to use the complement. Mm-hmm. I do both just as much. I'm a convenience girl. Like if I have black on my palette, I'm going to use it. If I don't, I might just mix it because I don't want to go find it. That sounds terrible, probably. This might be too light, and I'm getting my head in here. Oh no, I think that might work.
Rather mix it than take the 2 steps to grab the tube.
Yep. Well, if okay, all right, now I'm going to defend myself.
You do it.
If I got the video arm and the mic on and I'm at my big easel, I'm kind of like boxed in, you know? I mean, I can get out, but
you make excuses, Anne.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Oh, wait, Annie.
Oh, both work. That looks weird. Oh, maybe not. I do that all the time. That looks weird. Maybe not. And it might not even show on the video. I'm going to darken that. We could could get myself in trouble. I added a little bit more mask around his eye.
I like it. On the website, it's just because it's in alphabetical order, but you and Angela are right next to each other, and you both have cute glasses.
Oh,
the 3 people next to you have cute glasses.
oh! I forgot to say something in the opening. I have new party glasses.
Yeah, you do have new
They're
party
rainbow.
New arty farty party glasses.
So I have 4 pairs now. Because it's just fun. My reading prescription changed a little bit, so I'm like, oh, I need new glasses. I have new party glasses. I'm putzing.
Yeah. You are.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what I like and what I don't like. I don't like all that yellow as I grab some. I know that's wet. And I don't like that. There. Just going to kind of dab. A little dab will do ya. How we doing?
In life, on time, and...
No, how do we like it? I'm going to look at
I
the...
like...
I'm going to sit straight for a second and stretch my shoulders and take a drink and look at it. Oh, I think it's crisper.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm videoing or streaming at the same resolution, technically.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you guys. I don't know if you heard the ice in the swallow.
I think maybe the ice is all
I think... Oh, I know it's bugging me. So I like this, but it's kind of thin. So I'm gonna add a little more. Well, let's change my mind.
So we got about 10 minutes in our normal time slot.
Okay.
Just so you know. And if anybody's
Yeah, if anybody has any
pressing
questions,
urgent questions, because sometimes just all of a sudden we're like, bye.
I'll have to look up the grainier brushes.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, Angela, if you're, assuming you're still here, you should say which ones you bought or which ones you have in the chat. I'll write it down so you can look them up.
I have a lot of Royal and Langnickel and Simply Simmons and craft brushes. I have a couple Princetons. It's just kind of like what I have money for at the time, and it's the thing I'm looking for. Or it's just like I bought a couple of Deerfoot stipplers, I think because I don't know how long ago I was watching Angela Anderson. I don't know if I can find one. Oh, here's one. I'm like, that's cool, and I hardly ever use it. Well, that one's an Artist Loft.
Yeah, sometimes a brush does call to you and you just...
Yeah, and I did use this in my cloud video. There's a bigger one right here. Yeah, those are Artist Lofts, which is Michael's. They're nice. A nice brush. But yeah, I don't really...
Angela says, the male cardinals are so beautiful, especially in the brilliant orange and red cast. I would love to see you do a female cardinal. While they're gray, they can have a beautiful blue cast. You could do 2 for Valentine's Day next year.
I have one female cardinal. It's palette knife that gets licensed quite a bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can picture that one.
Oh, you know what? There's a crappy flag. I'm not gonna say from who. Just underneath. No. So you know where I have like that basket I throw things in?
Basket you throw things in.
Okay. Oh, you look warm, honey. Underneath the shelf. But above, no, up higher.
Oh, here.
Yeah. Is there a flag right next to the wall? Right in front of you? Right?
Oh, yeah, it's mashed underneath.
I think that might have a female cardinal on it.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. That, I was going to almost said the company guy.
Don't,
because I just said his back.
Yeah.
Well, some of it's the...
Oh, this one's so old.
Yeah, some of it's the reproduction.
Wow. That's real old.
Sorry, guys, we're not going to show you. Just tease it. Because I said add things.
Well, here, I have folded it to just the point of the cardinals. Do you want it there?
No, they'll know.
Okay.
They'll know. No. Yeah, I can do a female.
You should do
The
a
males
female.
tend to sell, but I can do a female. I bet somebody will buy it.
You can do them together. Like this. This is them together.
Let me see it. Oh, it's been such a long time. Oh, yeah.
Like it literally.
That's in watercolor.
Okay, I was gonna say it looks like it's in watercolor, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's-
when was the last time you did watercolor?
For stretch, I was having really old collections licensed. It's funny because they always say, new art, you need new art, we want to see new.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I had a stretch where old stuff just kept licensing. It's kind of funny. That's what I like about my agent, too. She doesn't weed out. She knows that they'll just do what they like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just playing now with details because I can. I think I'm pretty much done. I think we're going to splatter.
Really? We haven't done that in a long time.
No.
Now I'm gonna look up female cardinals.
Oh, I'm going to put a little red here. So the only reason I'm doing this is shadow side. We could leave a little light coming around. A little side glow. Kind of like underglow on a car.
Soup up your cardinal there.
You know, I haven't had that much caffeine or anything today. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm kind of squirrely. I am liking that I have, the pandemic gave me time to paint, and all that time to paint has really helped me improve, which is fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little scary because of the income, but I am so grateful.
And the general, like, happenings.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
Didn't
grateful
help
for
either.
the pandemic, but I'm grateful for the time.
Angela said, I have a 1-inch filbert, 1-inch fan, and a 1 bright grainier. Just bought, this is why I pre-read, because I just started talking, just bought a cheap 3-pack for $8 to try them out. She'll upload a pic to the FB group.
Thank you. Those aren't very expensive. I assume they were expensive. I want to say the art Sherpa uses them. I watched her brush video whenever she put that out. It was this year. Because I thought, wow, that's a great information, and I can just send people to it. I probably should post that brush video in the group, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no sense in doing it again when someone does a great job. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I paint a different cardinal than other people, but that was just great information. Okay, I said, how many times did I say great because I'm focusing on my painting?
Great job. Great information.
Okay, I'm going to splatter here. I swear. I'm just seeing little things that I want to adjust.
Yeah, you should do a girl cardinal.
I will. I like birds. Birds are fun. Birds are kind of like triangle shape at the top. In this case, a circle. And you could even say a circle here. It just depends on how much you want to break it down.
Mm-hmm.
Oval. Plus, there's a traceable. I help you draw it a little bit. And then look, my feet are not perfect, but the contrast is going to help sell it. And the little sideways strokes, I don't know if you can even see them on the video, but little highlights of different values, sideways strokes, like the little wrinkly feet that they have. The orange on branches or yellow, don't have to do it all the time, wouldn't work in every situation, but if you have sun, it can really help sell it too.
Mm-hmm.
And people won't know why. They're like, oh, like this one better if they're comparing, like in my case, they're comparing other artists at the gallery. It's kind of like, they're like, I like the branch. I'm like, me too.
We have
Okay.
25 people with us.
Oh, yay, and
think
I was
that's
going to
our
stop.
peak. I think that's the most we've had. Oh, and it went down. Dang it, went down. No, it's 22.
So I haven't splattered this one yet. But I just printed this out to size and color, which I think is funny. But because I paint enough of these because I sell them and people love the cardinals, that it's like my.
But you literally just have
I have a splatter guard, and that's
splatter guard that looks exactly like a cardinal.
yeah. I wonder if it's a little too wet.
That's so funny.
Oh, shoot, Em, I don't have a highlight. We need to highlight at least one of the eyes
Oh, yes, you do.
because this eye's in the sun. Ha ha.
Angela says, Hobby Lobby brand, I believe they are called Fine Touch. Sorry, so this is why I pre-read. Okay, sorry, so chatty this evening, but I really do love and appreciate your videos. Thank you both.
Oh no.
No, the
You're not
chatting is nice.
Yeah.
I like the chitty chat.
I do too. I like getting to know you guys.
Well, and me speaking gives you time to think about one thing.
Yeah, it's easier for me to paint if I don't talk. I'm getting better at it. My head used to hurt so bad, it doesn't hurt anymore. Oh, I'd have a headache after the first I don't know how many lives.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I'm like, Emily, my head really hurts.
And I'm like, we don't have to do this.
Shoot, now I keep, yeah, I'm like, no, honey, it's just my brain. It's a lot for my brain. It does help that I painted quite a few of these. I'm going to put a little,
Sweet.
my nose is probably in the live. There, I like that better. How do you know it's going to be better? I don't, but if it's not, then I'll just let it dry and fix it again. Kind of thing. Now I need it to dry a little bit. Dry, birdie. Oh, did it help? The 2 masking tape rolls help?
Yes. For me, at least, on my end, I noticed it. Yeah, I think it's because the globs of paint are like 3-dimensional, and then your painting is flat, that it still tries to compete even though it's technically higher. This puts it a little bit even more higher.
And it could be like you said before, that the camera's actually on the left side, the actual cameras.
Oh, you that too. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do we want to splatter with? Let's find something that's going to wiggle a little bit. This might wiggle a little bit. It's a little longer. Some sort of craft brush. Let's splatter just with our darker, some sort of darker color. Get some water. Is that gonna... Of course, if it doesn't work. It was during a live where I splattered with a darker color instead of white, and I went, oh, I
yeah,
like
we liked
that.
it. Yeah, that was one of the winter ones.
Yeah, I like the group because I learned stuff from other artists. Well, I posted one of Paul Ranson's video because he was talking about inexpensive or free programs for editing and sizing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, that's good. Okay, I got a lot loaded here. Woo! I want to splatter my new phone. This isn't a very big painting. Let's go in a few places. Well, that color definitely showed. Try and go a different direction, or I'll kind of... Here, we'll just put in a few. The danger of putting them in is being random. I like that. Okay, should we do like a purple? I haven't used purple. That's introducing a whole new color. That's negating the whole have a simple, limited palette idea.
Susie says, me too, Angela. We have moved to a new town in the last year. I've not made many friends here. It's like having girlfriends to chat with. I enjoy these videos so much.
That's what I feel like too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a workaholic. I really like it. Oh no, I forgot that was on there. I dumped my splatter guard in my palette. Let's see, what was I doing? I don't remember what I was doing. I scared myself. Oh, I was gonna make a purplish, or maybe this colorish. If you say ish.
Ish.
Oh, we're at the time. We're at an hour and a half.
Well, we have 2 minutes, so.
Oh, my watch went off a little early. Oh, that's kind of pretty, but that might be kind of weird. I had one, I think I sold it. I had a purple in the background. Let me try a little. Oh, that was a strong blue. I end up with big puddles of mixing sometimes. I don't know how long I've been painting with acrylics now. I used to paint with watercolor. I'm really rusty with watercolor. That actually might be kind of a decent purple. Now that I see it. Warm it up just a little maybe. So now if I splatter that, it's not going to really look much different than that dark blue. It's pretty close in value. So what I'm going to do Let's grab some white and make a light one. But yeah, if you mix big puddles, don't worry about it. I've even scraped off like, oh, there's a video where I show it. I'm like, oh, that's just the wrong color. Let's put out some black. I just messed up, you know. It's just a little paint. I do it all the time. Let's try that color.
Michael says, I'd love to see you paint a raven with a stormy gray sky. It could be a study in value. Of course, people relate ravens to Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
Just like water lilies to Monet.
Yeah. Actually, today I was thinking about a raven and a pumpkin for fall already.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, because it's going to come up on, I mean, I don't do a lot of fall art or fall collections anymore. I stick to kind of Christmas and every day.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking about that already.
Well, with other work, I was like, well, it's basic, like it was June 27th, and I'm like, okay, well, it's basically July, so since it's basically July, that means it's almost August. And if it's almost August, then we're so close to September.
You are my daughter. I feel I should apologize now. I'm sorry, honey.
But Jack would probably, I mean, if you did a raven, Jack would, because is Jack still into Edgar Allan Poe, or is that just high school, kind of college?
Oh, he still quotes some.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He remembers everything.
True.
All right, did my dump dry? I dumped it in my palette. I like my a lot of times I just use little pieces of candy wrapper or paper towels. I'm getting more paint on me. Oh, so if you hold it back more, you'll get more wiggle. If it's not coming off, try a little more water. If you hold it closer, you shouldn't get as much wiggle and it won't hopefully fly as far. You could use a toothbrush.
Oh, but I guess
That's not really showing.
does the painting I want to steal, does that one have a date yet that it would be coming out?
It's on my calendar, which is where it was on my desk that you're at.
Okay, I'll look.
I wasn't gonna. Well, I suppose I could show them. I wasn't gonna.
Well, no. I was gonna say that because Michael said that it would be a good study of value.
Well, I could show them.
But I think that painting would be a good study of value.
When's it?
Too.
I've got it right here.
I'm looking. Let's see.
It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday. Okay.
I can picture my calendar.
I'm looking at Friday, so that's not.
It
very
might be
helpful.
like. Is that a 27th? Is that a?
Is it called sunbathing?
Yes.
17th of July.
17th of July. Okay, Here I'll show them. So I've been playing with black a little bit, black backgrounds. I did a horse. And so this is basically one of Emily's cats. It's a brownish tabby. The reference photo is quite similar to this, which I thought would be, this one I actually did for YouTube because it'll help you practice values. I'm only using black and white. And then I'll talk about the color in a second. And then it follows the reference photo quite closely, which will help you. And there's a traceable. So I'm hoping this will help you guys because someone, it might have been Suzanne, said it was scary to paint on black, and it can be. But I also do, in the beginning, a little step-by-step around the eye before I time-lapse, so you can kind of see how I manage the black. And then if you paint over the black, I had painted my background black, so then you can come back over with black because it'll match. Does that make sense? So anyway, there's a black. Another black and white. And then, I glazed color over. So I used just a little bit of brown and then just a little bit of quinacridone magenta and just glazed a little color over it, which is like my sunflower cow painting, which I'll link in this video's description when this video posts. Okay, was that too much? That was quite the sales pitch in some respects. Yeah, Raven would be cool like that. The whole point of that. Be very cool. And birds are easy. When I say easy, it just also depends.
I think birds can be easier to break up into shapes.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of it's kind of like, I mean, to me daisies are easy, but the petals can be scary, but nothing in nature is symmetrical or perfect, so that helps too. So I'm going to splatter with one more color because that purple didn't really show. And then I'm going to say goodbye. Lots of splatters on me. That's just fun. I don't splatter that often.
I keep forgetting that you have like I look down and I'm like, why does your cardinal look so weird?
It looks bad.
But it's because it's not even.
Well, and then I stab them right in the heart when I stick them to my bulletin board.
Suzanne says, so cute. I did have fun doing my chimp. Yeah, because she remembered
Oh, the
that she had
chimp with the
chimp,
cute
too.
tongue sticking out.
Yeah, it was funny because she was like, the painting on black scares me. She's like, oh wait, I've done that.
Well, it does. It still messes with me a little bit, which I still can't figure out because I draw on a black chalkboard. But maybe there's a little difference between drawing and painting.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot, but I don't know what it is. Okay, guys. Anything we need to do before I say? Oh, Emily, I don't have my art hug guy.
Oh, I'll grab him.
He's over.
Where is he?
He's stuck.
Oh, he's
by
in
the candle.
He's near the fire, which
He's
is
near
very
the fire.
safe.
Yeah.
Here, I'll check the chat. I see if anybody said
Okay.
anything.
I'm gonna miss my palette while I wait and see.
Yeah,
I have
Angela says, "OMG, I can feel the sunlight he's basking in." And Cindy says, "Thank you both."
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for the comments and hanging out with us, and oh, it helps so much.
And the 20 people watching.
Yes, thank you, appreciate it. We're growing. We're at 4,000 subs right now. It's so nice.
I think we're like 4,400.
400, yeah, I think so too. So that's how I store the little pallets like this. I just spray it and put it in a Ziploc gallon baggie.
Thank you to the weird bots that leave comments.
Oh yeah, I just looked up and I see a green check mark. Jeez. Welcome to YouTube. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you for all your support. Great, big, happy art hugs, and we hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.